right, you guys, Christmas and the Winter Village starts tomorrow in Star Stable. Finally, it is the most wonderful time of year. Star Stable already posted a little teaser on their Instagram showing everything that we can look forward to for this year's holiday festivities, and it just looks really fun. It looks like they really streamlined a whole bunch of things, and wait till you guys see the new holiday horses and the little holiday outfits that go with them. So starting with the next up in Jorvik, it says, warm wishes everyone. Let's take a frosty peek at the Winter Festival. So starting tomorrow, December 10th, this is when we're gonna meet the two brand new horses, Sol and Manny. Through the deep snow that has fallen, pieces of the sun and moon have broken free and manifested themselves as magical horses on Jorvik. So this is the teaser that Star Stable released on them right here. And you guys, there's something really different. Look at that coat. Look at the coat on them. They actually have animated coats. That is brand new. Star Stable has not done that. I love that they are pieces of the sun and the moon. Look at how beautiful they look. Look at that mane too. I was reading in the comment section that people were saying that the moon horse wasn't as detailed as the sun horse. And I do agree, but look at those frosty tips right there on the mane. I do love that. So it'll be really interesting to see these horses tomorrow. And I'm so happy that they're actually giving us these horses right away, right at the very start of Winter Village. Sometimes they don't release their holiday horses until it's like 2, sometimes 3 weeks into the winter season. I also have CC Creations video all pulled up who has gone over all of the spoilers. So I do want to talk about a bunch of the items that were posted in her video. So please check out the video below. I will have it linked below. All credit goes to CC Creations for always having the most amazing sneak peeks. So now that we've seen the two holiday horses, now of course they're going to have some holiday little foxes that go along with them. So each one of the horses will have a holiday fox with it. So we've got Skull to go with the sun horse and Hattie to go with the moon horse. It's very cute. I love that they also had that glowing effect, and they should glow very nicely when it gets dark. Here's Hattie, very cute with the snow covering its back. Of course, to go along with the magical horses, we are going to have matching rider and tack sets to go with them. This is the Solaris set right here. It's going to be sold in the Winter Village. Let's look at the details of this set. Very beautiful, really nice colored green with the gold. Love the saddle pad with that little detail on it and the little jewels dripping down. The saddle is beautiful with the giant sun on it. Leg wraps are also beautiful. Love how it matches with the little beaded detail. And then the rider set is also very lovely, perfect for the winter weather. Love the little sun details. And I love this, how they redid this dress and those leggings and those boots. Should we look at those boots? I love a furry boot. So these are so perfect. Now we're gonna look at the Celine set to go with our beautiful new moon color changing horse. Of course, it's gonna be the same thing. We're gonna have lots of just starry, beautiful details to go with that blue coloring. I love the shearling around the saddle pad. The moon right there, right front and center, right there on the saddle flap. Nice twinkly little leg wraps. And then the rider set, look at how fun this is. I love the little kind of like bib and detailing for the rider, the shorts, and then those cute little boots with the bows. It's different. I love that they're doing different colors on different type of textures that we've seen, like this sweater texture that it has this. I love the little bibbed collar. I really like that on this. And the leggings are incredible. I love that constellation detail all the way down. Then we're gonna get 6 new sets for the winter. These are all going to be sold in the Winter Village. These 2 are going to be sold in the token shop, so we'll look at those first. And basically what that means is you do have to grind for these ones. You do have to collect winter tokens in order to be able to get these sets and unlock all the pieces. So let's talk about the Brownie Bear Hug and look at all of the details on this one. Now this is a recolored. Star Stable does use this set a lot. Just like the name implies, brown with cute little bears all over everything, just like on the saddle pad here, right on the saddle, on the saddle bag. So this set is not new, it's just a recolor. Same thing with the rider outfit. We have seen this outfit in this shearling sweater many times before in different colors, but here it is in a nice brownie color. All right, the second set that is going to be worth tokens is the Polaris set. Very similar to the Brownie Bear set, just kind of black and brown with some nice little silver hardware on there. It is using one of the newer saddles, so it's nice to have more saddles kind of in different recolors. Pretty simple, all the pieces match. And then the rider set, we've got just a basic black beanie, a new sweater with a necklace, black skirt, and then I do think that the shoes with these really thick socks are really interesting. I mean, these shoes with that giant buckle, so it's almost kind of like a little slip-on, Mary Jane kind of, I almost want to say Ugg almost. So it's very thick thick sole around it. So those will be interesting to see. So those are the sets that you have to get tokens for. Now we're going to talk about these 4 right here, which will just be sold in the Winter Village. You can just buy them right away as soon as they are released. But it looks like they won't be coming out until the 17th and the 31st. There you go. I guess it makes more sense like this. So these are both going to be released on the 17th. These are both going to be released on the 31st of December. So let's look at the Icy Wintertide. So overall, it's really nice, kind of an icy, icicle blue kind of color. Nice shearling. Goes really well with the winter season. That quilted design on the saddle pad that matches also with the saddle and the saddle bag. Matching leg wraps and with the little bell boots too that are quilted. And now the rider set, you get a really nice quilted vest. In this set, I love the shearling on the arms and at the neck, and I really love the socks. So if you don't get the boots, if you decide not to get the boots, just like how she's wearing these little Ugg slippers, I love that quilted sock. I think that's really pretty. I love that herringbone texture. On to the Spiced Wintertide set. We're also going with that very heavy quilted design. So really nice if you like that quilted look, but now in kind of like this really beautiful mulberry kind of color with that really nice warm saddle. Lots of quilting details, matching leg wraps. And then now for the rider set, also with that vest. And then again, with those socks, I love those socks, those really nice knitted socks. I'm probably gonna wear the socks showing mostly. I really like that. I do like how they look peeking out of the boots too, but I really like having the socks showing. I think it's just kind of a cozy touch. And at the end of the month, we get the Woolen Wonder set that's gonna be released. This one is really interesting. We get a black tack set. Love the saddle pad. Look at that herringbone kind of woven detail, and then look at the tiny itty bitty little mushroom on the saddle there. And it's really interesting because usually Star Stable goes quite matchy with all of their tack sets, but this time we actually get a brown wicker basket that's actually going to go with this black saddle. So I think that's really different. It almost looks like these sets don't go together, but whenever you see the rider set, it kind of ties it all together. Oh, and I just noticed too on the saddle, they've got this teeny tiny little bunny right at the bottom of the saddle flap. How cute are the leg wraps? Those little leg protectors are really cute with the little itty bitty little berries on them. Okay, now the rider set, this is what pulls it all together. We've got this gray beanie. We've got this absolutely gorgeous cardigan. I love that Star Stable created this for all of us who love animals. Look at this adorable Woodland Wonder sweater. It's so cute with the bunny and the fox and the berries. I like the shirt that's underneath it that has the little red ribbon underneath there. We've got these corduroy gray pants, and then we've got these black boots that also have that tiny little berry design on it. So it looks kind of mush-moshy whenever you look at it, but all together, I think it works really beautifully, and I love this. I think this is extremely creative. And we can't forget about the little details that the earrings are little tiny berry leaves. Now let's talk about the Luxe set. This is usually the New Year's Eve outfit that they release. So it looks like we're going with a black and silver theme. I like this a lot too. I think this is so creative. It actually looks like, especially the saddle pad and some of the details, that it would be covered in glitter or sequins. I mean, look at this saddle pad. That thing is sparkling. It's beautiful and it matches so well with everything else. I love this. I love the leg wraps also, that they had that glitter sequins with it as well. Now the rider set, I love it. I love this cowboy hat with those big giant circular details, the necklace, and then the pants. I look at the variation that we have here. You can either get a short set with polka dot leggings underneath, or you can get these sequin silver pants. We've got some really shiny gloves and some shiny boots. Love this set. This is another creative leap that I feel like Star Stable just decided to just go there with this outfit. So those are the 6 sets that are going to be coming out for the token shop and that you can just buy in Winter Village. When we go back to the calendar here, starting tomorrow, it says they're also kicking off a new Trailblazer and Championship ranks. And there are going to be daily presents under the Christmas tree for 31 days starting December 10th. Everyone's on the nice list. Woo! So starting with the Trailblazer set, this is what the whole entire set is going to look like whenever you complete the whole entire season pass. The Arctic set. I love this. I love the colors of this. They should have called it the Aurora Borealis set because that's really what it's inspired by. We've got this gorgeous Bozell right here, and then look at this saddle pad. This is different. This is new with that thick stitching all the way around the edges of this. And then look at that color. Look at that glowy, beautiful color. The saddle has so much detail on it too. I love those colors. I just think those are just the prettiest blues fading into the teals. And even look at that. Look at the stirrup. Look at that color fading. I love that. And then even here on the leg wraps, you can even see that they actually put a tiny little Aurora Borealis detail on there. Oh, I love that. I love how perfectly that ties back to the Winter Village. I would love to see Star Stable do more of that. Like, could you imagine if all of the rideable animals, like maybe the Yule goat, all had their own saddle and tack set? Okay, I'm just dreaming now. Okay, look at this. Look at the rider set. The back of the jacket has the Aurora over the mountains. It's studded on the shoulders there. We've got another one of these like flappy hats with the goggles attached to it. Now, I do think it's interesting that with this set, they paired everything with these Western boots. In a weird way, I think it goes together. I think in a kind of a mismatched way, it does. I like it. I like it a lot. And I love these Explorer cargo kind of pants. So I'm really excited about that. Star Stable said that the championship ranks are going to be coming back. So we're going to have a lot to do. Love the ribbons that they're coming out with. Adorable deer. We've got berries. We've got a gingerbread bear, you guys. It's so cute. The gnomes. And then I love that the holiday horses also had their own ribbons. So we've got the moon, we've got the sun, and at the very end, how cute, a little gnome riding a penguin. And there's even little penguins on the little ribbon. It's so cute. Now we're going to talk about the Woolen Whimsy set, which we should not confuse with the Woolen Wonder set. These are going to be two different sets. It's going to be a recolor. So same set, but different colors, except for the Woolen Whimsy set is the one that you're going to unlock by doing the Yule calendar. So the Woolen Whimsy set, it's going to look very, very familiar here. This time we've got this really pretty soft brown color for the tack, really nice saddle pad in that really dark forest hunter green. This time we've got the wicker basket saddlebag that actually matches the tack set, but it still has that same little eyelet detail in the ribbon running through it. Now, if you look at the details of this, it still has that silver mushroom on the saddle and the little bunny on the saddle pad. But now, whenever you look at the leg wraps, it has a tiny little mushroom here instead of those little tiny berries, just like the other set. Look at the rider set. This is so cute. You can already see like that little berry detail. Instead of the fox and the rabbit, we've got the little berries and mushrooms on this set. I think the set is going to be so popular in that really beautiful green. And then of course the corduroy pants, but this time now it's in brown. And then the boots are going to be brown with a little tiny holly berry on them. How cute is that? Beautiful Star Stable. Great job. And then of course we've got little earrings that go with this. Instead of the little holly berries, just like the previous set, this one you get little teeny tiny mushrooms. So what do you think? Which one do you guys like better? Do you guys like the more mushroom cardigan set or do you like the more fox and bunny cardigan set? They're both so nice. I do wish that they had changed the color of the shirt underneath, but at least with it being kind of like this white, off-white kind of color, it will be easier to match with different outfits. But so cute. Back to the calendar, it says some old classics like Jingle's iconic Fast and Frosty Race will of course make a return, but also some new ones like Decorating in Moorland for the festivities. Meanwhile, gnomes are taking over the Winter Village. There are rogue gnomes, baby gnomes, and an emo gnome? Okay, sure. I love that Star Stable started adding these quest boards. They started doing this during their beach festival, and it's been extremely helpful to keep track of all of the activities to do in the winter festival. So you just go up to this board and you can see what quests you need to do for that day. And as you do the quest, you can unlock certain prizes. Like it says for level 1, you can unlock certain things for the first week, and there's some great prizes. You can actually see all the prizes that you can unlock through all 4 of the weeks. So it looks like we've got a gingerbread bear, we've got some stable decorations, we've got a really cute shark pet, and then we've got a new gnome. I mean, I think it's about time that we have a gingerbread bear. So I'm so happy to see this. I would like to have more gingerbread things. This is perfect. I love that it gets unlocked on the very first week. So it's the Jolly Baked Goods is what it's called. So cute, little bear. Can you imagine eating that? This giant bear, this giant gingerbread bear. I mean, you will be full for, probably until next Christmas, honestly. Like you would be working on it all year long. And then this whole basket that is filled with other goodies of other delicious gingerbread iced cookie treats. The next reward that you can unlock, it looks like the ceiling and gable wallpaper. So I love that they're actually giving things for your stable as rewards. This is so perfect, especially if you really like the moon horse. I think it matches really beautifully with it. And plus I love this constellation theme. I think you can't go wrong with moon and stars. And then I also love too that it says another reward is going to be 2 beddings. So we've got this really beautiful greenery bedding. I think this is so sweet, so Christmassy. And then we've got this melted snow bedding right here, which would drive me crazy in real life if I knew there was snow in my horse's stalls. But of course, in a digital horse game, Star Stable, I love it. I think this is beautiful. We're getting Mini Bruce as a little saddlebag pet. I love it that he's gonna be here with us for the holidays with his little Santa hat. His face is so funny. And then the gnome, I love this gnome, this emo gnome, and I love that it actually says, "It's not a phase, Mom." Emo's not a phase, it's a lifestyle. Next week on the calendar, it says gnomes have joined the party this year. The Caprins are still causing chaos this week. They're going berserk for the Fox kits, putting on a crackling show jumping race and also in need of some help to prepare for dinner, it seems. That's right, it's ice fishing time. So that will be a new activity that we're gonna have added in. While some players may be running around on deer or giant Yule goats after today, we're also welcoming back our magical horses from previous years. So yes, perfect time to pick up these limited edition Christmas horses. Hopefully some of them will be at a discounted price. December 24th, stargazing. Mario has found his way to the Winter Village and is happy to share his love for gazing up at the stars with anyone who wants to try. A less chill activity is to bring back some escaped horses, and any really daring riders can race across the ice of the Silver Song River at rapid speeds. So they're bringing back the Silver Song River race, which is very challenging, but I do enjoy it. But this activity with Mario is going to be brand new. The 31st, Happy New Year. It's New Year's Eve and the last shop of the festival has opened. We're celebrating with a runaway gingerbread, winter archaeology, and 4 new coat winter variations that are permanent additions to Jorvik. So we're going to get 4 new horses that are going to be added in. But again, it says right here that they're permanent. Oh, and remember that little emo gnome we mentioned at the start? He seems to be warming up a bit. He's even looking to come home with a newfound friend, which makes sense because looks like the emo gnome will be able to be unlocked at level 4, so week 4. And then a final festive week for January 7th. It's the final week of the festival of the Trail of the Northern Lights and the championship ranks. So this is where you got to get everything done. So if you want those additional sets that you can only get in the Trailblazer set or those championship ribbons, you got to really make sure you get it before the end of this week because then it will be gone. We've also got the last 2 gifts under the tree this week, then a couple of days for everyone to catch up if they haven't opened up their presents yet. The gnomes have a fun communication challenge for the visitors of the village, while a few others seem to have escaped Jorvik's mainland, ... And to all of our snow enthusiasts, fear not, Jorvik's weather forecast is predicting snow for another additional 2 weeks. Under the Yule tree, we will have 31 presents starting tomorrow that we can unlock every single day. There'll be 10 of them waiting for us right there. One of the cutest gifts that we're going to get from the advent calendar is going to be Pebble. It says on day 15, we'll be able to unlock this cute little penguin in a red sweater. Also some new things. They're adding in this giant snow globe for photos. I think this is beautiful. I love it. We're also getting a brand new hairstyle added into the game. I love it whenever they give us brand new hairstyles and a whole range of colors too. Woo, that is it, you guys. That is a lot to unpack. What we have to look forward to here for the winter season in Star Stable this month, starting tomorrow. It's pretty amazing. I love the tack sets. I think this is going to be an amazing year. I love all the new hairstyles. I mean, if I had to pick a favorite, I don't know. I don't even know which one I'd get. Maybe I might go for this one first. The championships are going to be amazing because I love the ribbons. I'm so happy that we've got this progression board now, so it's easier to keep track of everything, and the prizes are so amazing this year. Definitely my favorite being the little gingerbread bear pet. Make sure you're subscribed for more Star Stable fun, and I'll see you in the snow tomorrow. Bye!